to the court?
Children?
I think he has to be because Cody has gone to lunch for 17. I know we were scheduled for yesterday. Well, that's my fault. That's no worries. I'm glad. But, I mean, Joe's our chairman.
She's just taking up so much space. She turns real fast. She almost takes you out. I make it to the courtroom.
Alright, the question I have, so I don't have to ask it during comments, do we have a no vaping policy in the courthouse or county office?
I believe we did change the handbook to include
The handbook that doesn't exist?
that's not approved yet, yeah.
With the old handbook or just the new one?
You have to go back to the new, because it seems like when it first started happening, I thought we put something.
I'm not going under anymore.
I thought we did too.
Because we had stuff taped up in the elevators and everything.
Right.
The judge that was on the elevator was somebody vaping, if I remember right. And I think Ray was the one that did it. I think correct.
No, I think.
Didn't we change that in the handbook? What's that? Vaping, you added that to the no smoking policy? I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so currently though, we do not have a no vaping policy in the county courthouse or?
I think.
See, I think.
We have a no smoking, and if that thing smokes, I say it was.
Well, they'll say, well, it's not smoke,
Smoking
it's
and
just vapor, it's just vapor, right?
Water vapor.
Whatever it is, stop.
Right. I thought we did, because we did all the no tobacco use when Commissioner Vaughn first came on, and then vaping wasn't even really a thing, and then it started being a thing, and I thought that we amended it. Okay. Well, but I don't know where to find that, and the judges are asking me, do they have attorneys that are sitting in their hallways vaping?
Well, why don't they just write a
You know,
petition?
they might do an independent resolution. You should put forward to the board. I really remember it being a deal.
I thought we had.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, and because it was a judge that got on an elevator and there was somebody vaping in the elevator. I'm almost positive.
That's right, and they just said, what makes you think you can do that?
I think it's a non-subject resolution.
He answers at all.
I agree.
There he is.
Hey, Jojo.
I'll send you messages. Mental telepathy.
The long walk back from the airport to welcome Paul George.
Okay. Seriously?
I was.
But he's not here.
He's not there.
He's not here yet.
He's ranting about it.
I wondered when they Paul George for the.
What, new forward? Hey, forward.
He's a Thunder player. How about that?
Alrighty.
I knew the orange ball was in the
Yeah. Call the order. Notice meeting is probably posted Friday, July 7th. Discussing possible action to approve the minutes of a special meeting on June 26th.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Item number 4, discussion review, possible action regarding staff updates on capital projects specific to tip 2. Item A.
No change on A, B, or C. Oh, that's nice.
Item D is exterior maintenance and lighting.
Bids were open. Met with the contractor yesterday, went through the scope. He has the scope covered. We discussed everything. I'm comfortable with him. So it should be awarded a week from Wednesday at just under $200,000. So that whole project with the lighting and the maintenance came in well under. So that helps us on our budget.
How well under?
The lights were like 180, I think, and this is going to be 2, so 380 versus 500.
Anything else? Any other questions?
That work will start about mid-August. It'll last 4 months probably.
Okay. All right. E is the 9th floor demolition.
Demolition's going well. We have elevators on the VOCC tomorrow for that night to get them on up to 9.
You haven't been up there, you should go. They're pulling stuff out quick.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it. All right. Item F, the repurposing.
That's premature to start, that I think you've seen some preliminary drawings of what, some of the officers want on that floor.
And Keith isn't here today, but, the district attorney gave a floor plan to Keith for the 9th floor, which was our last real hurdle there. So should be ready to go after demolition is completed.
Okay. Item G is the jail lower roof.
It's progressing pretty well. Sheriff's Department's here today. Is there any issues with the roofer?
Not that I'm aware of. They're there every day, so.
Give you a headache yet?
No,
Okay, well,
no,
that's good.
absolutely not, actually.
Okay. Item H is jail fire notification. Any new information there? Okay. Is there a motion to receive the reports on items A through H?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Item number 5, discussion review and possible action regarding remediation mold project, Oklahoma County Jail. It's kind of the item we just kept on the last few meetings. That we needed.
The HVAC contract is on tomorrow's agenda to be approved.
And I saw this before coming down here that there's now a special budget board meeting to deal with the funding.
Getting the money, and that's also tomorrow, so you get all the money. It's in the right place, I think it's been allocated yet. That's what they have to do.
Okay, anything else on that? Next question? Motion to receive.
Yep.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 6 is discussion, review, and possible action regarding the Northeast Oklahoma County Loop Turnpike.
I met with the Turnpike Authority since we met last. The discussion was basically concerning the land they're buying. They're buying extra land out there for us to have frontage roads in some of the miles. What they're going to want from us is, once they purchase that land, we either need to fence it off or make agreements with the adjoining landowners, maybe to use it or lease it from us for an interim period of time until we get ready to build those frontage roads. Of course, the Turnpike's preference is it's fenced off, but that will impact your highway operations for District 1 and District 2. Something you may need to put in the schedule, maybe as early as late fall, to think about.
I'm talking 3-strand barbed wire, I mean, are they gonna get nitpicky on what it is? You know, they have certain standards,
They have a state standard. It's like, it's a 5-bar fence. It's, only bids around $15, $20, which I don't know what you guys can do, probably
construct ourselves. Okay.
Anything
Anything else?
Something that you need to be thinking about if you want to do it.
Okay.
Is there anything else on the near horizon with this that they're gonna be coming and asking us for?
Well, they're gonna have to come to the floodplain board at
Okay.
some point to get their environmental completed.
How is the acquisition going in general? Did you talk about that?
Yeah, they said it's going well. They're also gonna have a few condemnations that'll slow them down.
Is it typical that the counties or municipalities pay for the fence versus Turnpike? Or is it
I
usually
think this is the most unique one in where they've asked the locals to put in the frontage roads. They've either done the frontage roads themselves or there are no frontage roads.
Right.
I think this is the first time I can remember where the locals are doing the frontage roads. So you're breaking new ground, really.
With regard to those frontage roads. They made their presentation, they told us what they thought was feasible, and then we sent back a resolution, I think.
And they're following our resolution.
So even those that we added beyond,
Really?
Yeah, they're buying the right of way we asked them. But there will not be frontage roads in every mile, because we agree.
Right, yeah.
100 miles there.
Move to accept the report.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Item 7, discussion review and possible action regarding building south of the Oklahoma County Jail.
This came back on because Commissioner Johnson had asked for a drawing that maybe we could submit to Oklahoma City, because Oklahoma City had asked for a drawing. Not really understanding why the city wants that. But we've determined that the building is about 32,000 square feet, and those of you that toured it, you know it has a lot of big bay areas. So you can probably fit a couple of 10,000 square foot bays, or you can maybe get 8,000 square foot bays, and then there's some office space. So what I really kind of need from this committee in the sheriff's office is I think the question is, what would we use it for if we did secure that building? And I did talk to Jack on the phone this week, and very interested in the laundry, very interested in maybe a weekend holdover deal, so you're gonna actually have to put people in the actual jail. The kitchen is something that he would entertain, but there's a lot of logistical problems with getting the food from that building to the other building. It's not that he wouldn't do a kitchen there, but it'd probably be nice to have 2 kitchens. So if one goes down, you don't have to give up the Sallyport as the second location. The second location can be in this building, or vice versa. And then the sheriff's office here, if there's any other ideas of what you might use that building for.
Well, I think the laundry and the kitchen are the two priorities. I think cautiously Jack would probably go for both of those, aside from the logistics to move stuff back and forth. You know, the food would be the biggest project, because that all has to be temperature maintained. So, you know, you're talking about 20, 25 thermal carts, about 20 grand a piece, those kind of logistics. But, I don't know how you feel about the kitchen in the basement, but I think years down the road, that's going to continue to be a problem as it is right now, even with the new plumbing system and the limitations of that plumbing system. It's always going to be a project down the road, I believe, to some extent or another. So, if space is available and folks want to entertain the idea of a full-time kitchen over there, then I think that would be something that Jack and the rest of us would be interested in. But I spoke with Jack right before I came over, and I think he would be interested in that if we could work around the transportation issues that we would have. And then lastly, if we had some space, which probably is third on the list, but some type of mental health space. We do a lot of interviews and a lot of interaction with North Care and Red Rock, and some of the county agencies are mental health folks, and that would be a place that they could gather, and we could transport inmates back and forth. We do a fair amount of mental health outside of the jail as it is, but we've got those people spread out on various floors and cobbled office space and those kinds of things. So, between laundry and food, and certainly mental health, which is a huge issue for us as well, if the space became available, we would probably make the best of it, for sure.
So it sounds like 30,000 feet would be well utilized with the 3 or 4 things that's been discussed, and we can certainly do a drawing and get that passed on to you. Just need some direction.
The other thing is, with the mold situation, we're gonna have to continue the remediation beyond the basement, so some swing space, at least for the administrative staff there, I think. not the Taj Mahal over there, but what they have right now isn't the Taj Mahal, and I don't think we'd have to go reconfiguring a whole lot of walls and stuff in order to just make it swing space.
Exactly.
So,
How easy is it to outfit this building for laundry, kitchen? What's the cost?
Well, we haven't even done a drawing yet, let alone the cost.
Okay.
It's gonna be more than you think by the time you get sewer connection,
Yeah.
lodging equipment, and so forth. It's gonna take a budget that we don't have right now.
In addition to mental health, what would be the possibility of providing medical within the building?
Probably, we could do a lot of the daily medical, and what I mean by that is, the dental calls, the runny noses, the things where we could easily transport inmates back and forth. It probably wouldn't be suitable, for, IMSA or fire, those critical incidences that we have, because, of the time, you got an inmate over here and he's having a heart attack, well, it doesn't make sense to move him over to here, there wouldn't be that time, but, we could set up day clinics and those kinds of things. I mean, we literally see routine visits, and I don't have a number off the top of my head, but I can tell you it's in the thousands a week, just those random and, sick calls and those kinds of things where we could transport people back and forth, to serve that purpose for sure.
This would have to be a secured facility, so we talk about asking the city to abandon the road that goes through there, correct? That separates
The road opens tomorrow.
the road that they just, yeah.
I have a picture.
So we would ask them to abandon that?
Is that the road we demanded they construct?
Yes.
nice road,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
pretty road.
That's the new delivery route to the docks at the jail. Well, remember that Fred Jones is gonna be closed. It closes tomorrow and that opens, so you can't, I don't know that you can just close that.
No, I mean, it would take a request, right?
Well, you might not
But
wanna
we-
request it, because then how do you get to your docks?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, isn't the alley separating this building we're in from the county courthouse technically a road? We have that's been closed off and secured?
I think the city actually abandoned that.
We vacated that
And
in the
Right.
courthouse.
I thought so.
I did it.
that belongs to us? The county?
Yeah, that road is just flat out vacated, or the road is back, there's a bunch of utilities easements in there.
You got a lot of thinking to do.
Well, I mean,
Well,
if that building is obtained by the county, I would have no problem requesting, vacating the ownership of that and securing it and making it kind of like the alley that we have.
You'd have to do a double gate,
Yeah.
but yeah. I assume that's looking east.
Well, and I mean, kind of what we're talking about here, a laundry, a kitchen, weekend jail. I don't think we should let the road, I mean, ideally, yeah, we can close it, but I don't anticipate that's gonna be a high traffic area, and that a nice fence and a couple gates and
Yep.
some push carts may do the trick as well. I just, if you guys think there's merit in trying to get the city to move forward again on this, then that should be the least of our concerns at this point.
Absolutely.
By weekend holding facility, I mean, are we talking kind of like a drunk tank?
Oh, your weekenders are your court sentenced
Okay.
weekenders, yeah.
Yeah, they have to show up on the weekend.
Yeah,
and then
it's a
okay.
Friday through Sunday evening, obviously every weekend.
Minimum security.
Minimum security, usually we average a couple hundred,
Sure.
along those lines.
And currently, we have to hold cell
space
Right.
that's open for the weekend?
Currently, we house them on the 4th floor. And we, obviously, we're using max custody cells for, some poor schmuck that, didn't pay child support or something, so, again, I think that would be appreciated in the community as well as for us, have them housed somewhere else if it was possible. And then the other big thing too with weekenders is, and it's, it doesn't really impact anybody other than us, but, anytime you have weekenders come in, they're always at risk to be preyed upon by the in-custody inmates for contraband and one thing or another, and that's something that we address routinely just all the time. So that would eliminate them from that exposure altogether.
That almost might emerge as your number one need.
Right. So.
Has the city done an environmental on that building, do you know yet?
So I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff. I know they want a drawing, but there's a lot of questions, I think, given the past use of that.
Which is
Well, it was a motor pool, so cleanup and that type of stuff.
around what money, those units.
Well, that or just what might we be walking into if they're not willing to,
Gotcha.
We definitely need to advance the ball on the issue. If we can have it or not have it, so we can get to some of the issues you was talking about. And I guess the thing that's supposed to hold us up is this drawing, so if I can get some direction from you guys, I'll produce the drawing pretty quick.
And I think maybe Mr. Trumbo would support me on this, and that's way above my pay grade, but I'll throw it out there anyway, is, all of those things will certainly be beneficial to the detention center and to the inmate population as well, but, it wouldn't necessarily be a fix for the other issues, DOJ issues and ACA issues and human rights issues that we already deal with in the jail. So, if the cost and the benefits make sense, well, sure, we would love to have the space, but we're still going to address some hard issues. And I'm not pitching the building one way or the other, but we're always going to address some hard issues in that detention center as well, whether we have an annex or not.
So can we be as general as possible with him doing a drawing, or do we need to be specific about what we're wanting to put in this building currently? Thoughts?
My thought would be that they do instruct them to do what they've already done, and that is to work Stacy and Keith and whoever else on our side to work with the sheriff's office to develop this drawing and potential uses, and then bring it back to us.
For approval?
Yeah, and then we can forward it on to the board.
Sounds like a great motion. Second?
Okay, that was a motion.
Read it again, please.
You say it again? Oh, my goodness.
You're kind of mumbling.
Yeah. There's a reason you mumble. Basically that we instruct Stacy, Keith, anybody else that you would need, obviously your staff, but that's you, from the BOCC side to work with the sheriff's office to develop a list and drawing of potential uses of this building to bring back to this committee as quickly as possible. Good enough?
It's already been seconded.
All right, motion and second. Vote fair. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Item 8, discussion, review, and possible action regarding the plumbing at the jail. And this is plumbing beyond the kitchen plumbing, right?
Yeah, you received a report last time from Health and Safety. This is it here to refresh your memory of what they showed you, what's going on. You'd asked us to meet with the Sheriff's Department to see if we could come up with an action plan. We did do that. And the consensus of that meeting is the best way to tackle this, especially early on, is hire a couple pipe fitters and get some materials and go start trying to knock this out systematically. even if you don't continue on that course, at least you'll learn what you're dealing with down there, and probably the most cost-effective way. Because at any point you could stop and just, put it out to bid to a contractor. But trying to just put it out to bid to contractor right out the gate, not really knowing what we're dealing with, is not a recommended idea. The Sheriff's Department did say they would try to fund the pipe fitters if you would fund the materials. So there would be a split, and it wouldn't be two birds among anyone. I don't have any numbers that's for you today. We're still working on that. How big a chunk we might want to take on, how many hours of these kind of employees the sheriffs could actually afford would drive how much material you'd have to buy from them. But that's just kind of out there in concept. I think it's a good way to start. Pick an area or a quadrant of the jail, knock it out under that method, learn what we're really dealing with, and then decide if you want to continue on that course or switch gears. There's miles of this pipe. It's a big undertaking.
Have we charged the steam back up yet? I know we talked about rolling some of it.
No, but everyone agreed that we need to not wait till October to do it.
Yeah.
We need to do it.
I know it's 120 degrees outside, but we ought to do it now.
Maybe in August or something, people were talking about, let's fire it up then to see what kind of problems it causes. So we'll have a little bit of time to deal with that before we actually really need the heat.
Is there a reason we don't do it now? Why we wait a month and a half? Those are valuable days that could be used to repair problems versus
This is true.
waiting and see. And I'm just curious if there's...
I'm probably thinking about getting closer to fall weather before the fire goes out.
Good.
Anything else? We need to take action on this? I don't know.
I mean, do you like the concept as well as we did when we met? I say we, it was facilities, engineering, and sheriff's department.
I like the concept, but I can tell you, we always say we have no money as a committee ourselves, so all we can do is make a recommendation or not. Let those with money decide.
Who would that be that has money?
Yeah. Well, there.
So, just a motion to receive at this point?
So moved.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Item 9 is new business. Item 10, citizens participation. Any citizens? Item 11, board comments. Randy?
I asked a question previous to the meeting starting about whether Oklahoma County had a policy regarding vaping in its buildings, specifically the courthouse, county office building. I'm going to look into that. I've been approached by some of our tenants over in the courthouse about that being an issue. And anyways, so I'm going to look into it and maybe making a proposal or recommending that we make a proposal to the BOCC to address that if it hasn't already been addressed.
Hans?
No, thank you.
Me? No. Item 12, attorney.
Move to adjourn.
Motion?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks for coming, Neil.
Sorry.
Give me
Thank you.
timeline all about.
Was that motion? Trying to fix it.
Approve the contract tomorrow.
No, we got signed.
It's gonna take 4 months to put that HVAC and ceiling and everything in. So,
Have you registered?
August and October.
Good. And I signed everything I should have signed now, right? We're up to date? Okay, cool.
Since we don't have a chairman and vice chairman, entertain a motion to elect a temporary chairman to conduct the meeting.
I nominate Steve.
Second. I would like to call the meeting to order. Then, I would entertain a motion to elect a temporary chairman that may be walking in right now. Do we have a motion? Tell him what. Well, 30 minutes early every time.
That's right.
Just remember, it's 2 o'clock in the evening.
I looked up here and didn't see Ray. I forgot to have it.
There's a motion on the floor to elect a temporary chairman to run this meeting. Yes, sir. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I nominate Ray Vaughn.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Let
Motion carried.
You second.
1 no.
No,
Mr. Chairman.
they were all.
Yeah, I may use that on Leonard. I'm glad I brought my agenda. All right, the meeting was properly posted on July 10. Item number 3 is a cash fund appropriation from capital improvements, $358,250 to appropriate the funds received from general fund reserve to the budget board. This is to fund half of the HVAC system over at the Adult Detention Center.
Go ahead.
You ready? I was just going to see if you all wanted an explanation. We've taken this. We've been through several meetings where this was discussed. So,
All right.
if there are no questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I have a question. What is the reason for half of it, just because that's how much money we have, or?
The reason for being half is that we didn't want to take the full $716,000 out of one account.
Mm-hmm.
We're taking half out of reserve and half out of PBA. PBA is graciously contributing half of the cost.
Mr. Chairman, I move we'll approve item 3.
All right.
Second.
There is a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, item 4 is to take the other half of the money from capital improvement regular fund to the PBA, transferred from the PBA reserve in order to do the work on the HVA system at the jail.
Move we approve item 4.
Second.
There's a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Item 5, carryover appropriations from drug court, Fund 1280, in the amount of $68,993.69. This is to carry this into this current fiscal year.
Move it.
Second. Any discussion? We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Item 6 is to appoint John Wilkerson as a member to the Oklahoma County Handbook Committee and Lee Nguyen as the alternate.
Move the item.
Second.
Further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Elected official comments. Danny?
Thank you.
Nothing.
All right. No?
No, thank you.
No?
No, you didn't ask me.
I did. You said no.
You looked at me and said no.
You look.
I haven't got to speak yet.
That's what you did.
Do you have a comment?
No.
I'm going to deal with you.
I wanted to compliment our chairman on one of the better run meetings.
One of the more efficient meetings? Thank you, sir. I'll accept that comment. Any citizen participation? Citizen participation in the audience, seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you all for being here and being somewhat orderly.